Hello, good good afternoon. So we have come with another class of Photoshop. This is the second class, and today I want us to do something in Photoshop. So if you want to open a new document, like maybe you want to design something, maybe a poster, something of that nature, then you have to come and click on File. Then when you click on File, when you click on no, let me see here. Yeah, so when you click on File, it opens, and when it opens like this, you will need to open the new document if you are starting from scratch. Then if you have already the existing work, maybe you want to build on that work, then you'll have to go on open, but we want to start on scratch. So when it opens, you'll get this interface here. You'll see there are very many layouts here, but in most cases, if you are interested in doing work which you will go ahead and print, then it's advisable to click on print. So when you click on print, there are very many sizes here. You can use A4, you can use letter. I prefer letter. Then you can go to logo, A5, A6, depending on the size a client wants. For me, I would go with this one, and I will not change anything on the width and height, but sometimes the client will go ahead and prescribe or describe or tell you what exactly they want. Then it is in inches. You can put in centimeters, or you can put in millimeters, points, or you can decide to leave it in inches, which is okay. It is in pixels here, and that is the recommended one. Then you can leave it there. The background is white. You can also choose to put your background in another color. Then after that, if everything is okay, all the settings, then you click on create. So when it creates for you, it creates a page like this. This is a page that it creates for you, and here your layer will appear. This is a layer. This is a layer for this page. And when it appears, then you can start doing the work. Any work you feel like, you can come and change this layer. You give it another background color. You can select it, instead of it being in white, you give it another color. We shall see that. Then we can add maybe an image. For example, I want to design a poster for someone. Then I've already created the window here. I go ahead and bring the image. Maybe I have my image on, I'll say browse. Let me see here. I will go to open. I'm looking for where my image is. So when I go to open, maybe I will choose this image here. I want to use this image. It is still loading. So when it loads, I would wish to design something from here, something like a flyer or a poster. So this is my image, and it has appeared here in the window. Then I will select. There are tools which we can use to select. That's why there is a select tool here. There's a tool used for selecting. This one is a tool which is used for selecting. But with this new version, it has come with a clear tool whereby if you have your image here, you can click on select. Then what do you want to select? I want to select the subject. I just select the subject. It will select that subject. It will pick out the image. Those days we could manually select using the quick selection tool, but these days this version is more upgraded. It has the up-to-date tools. So we shall give it some time to select out the object. Yeah, it's taking quite some time to select, because it has perfectly selected that object from the background. So it's done. I think you can see that it has selected everything which is in line with this image. So when it selects this image like this, it has perfectly selected it. Then what you do, you'll get a move tool, because you have to move this image from this window and we paste it on the other window which you created, say the first window. How do we do that one? You will pick the move tool. You can press the letter V on your keyboard, or you just come here. You put a cursor here. When you put a cursor, it will tell you move tool and it is denoted by letter V. Then you just click on that cursor, you pick the move tool. Then you come and put on your image. You drag like this. You just hold the cursor down and drag, and then you come back and release when you are here. So when you are here, the image looks so big, but we shall need to resize it to fit that window. How do we do that one? You say Ctrl T. When you say Ctrl T, then you can be able to resize your image. You just put the cursor here, you move slightly until it fits to the size that you want it. You see? There are other better options of doing it, but I like it this way. So once it fits, to fit like this, then you just say, you come here where there's a tick, you accept changes. If you don't accept changes, then you can click here to cancel changes, but I will accept changes. So this is my selection. This is my selection, and I want to design something. Maybe I can adjust it slightly backwards, or I can even a bit reduce the size. Yeah, that is it. Slightly down. So this is an image which I have on my on my new window. So how do we go ahead and make changes? I already have my background page in white and the image doesn't look so good. So I would wish to change my background color of the page. I come here on the fill, or I select background. We come and click on the background itself. Then the fill box will come here with a white color. You just click in it and it will give you a color picker. This is a color picker. That cursor, the way it has changed, this is a color picker. You can pick a color from here, maybe here, depending, or sometimes if you have a color code, you just come and rate it here. Some people already come with their color codes. So if I don't have a color code, you can come on this very person. I pick a color. Maybe I want it to be like this on his face, or like this, or maybe I can pick this tie. I think you see what is happening the other side. It also changes. Or you can pick the color of the belt, or you can pick the color of the watch that this person is putting on. It becomes more black here. You just monitor here. Or you can pick this trouser. I think you can pick the trouser, or you can pick this hand. You can pick a cape. It becomes a bit black. Or you can pick this yellow color from the gown. But I think I will need to use the color of the trouser. Then I make it a bit light. Yeah. So by moving it this side, meaning that I'm making here a bit light. I think you can observe that. Let me adjust here. Then you say okay. When you say okay, the changes will do what? Will apply. So the changes will apply, and you can continue doing whatever you want to do. So if everything is like that, maybe I would wish to go ahead and add some, maybe I would want to add some text on this image. Then I come and pick my text. That is, you can press the letter T on your keyboard, then you come and put it here. When you put it here, you can it comes with this word which is already pre-written, but you can highlight it and you write there what you want. Maybe I want to say congratulations. maybe this is the word I want to say, I want to write, and I just say okay. I can pick the move tool here, then I move my word. I move my word like this. Maybe I don't want my words to be in red. Just come and select it, and you'll see here the color. Come and pick the color picker, which is this one. Then you define which color do you want your words to be in. Maybe I want it to be in that color. I want it to be in more black. Yeah, I think I can go with black. Then I select this. I can also go ahead and I add a rectangle to my word to make it a bit beautiful. And I come here, right click, I pick a rectangle here. I draw my rectangle. Yeah, I can draw my rectangle. You pick a move tool, I move it here. Maybe you want my rectangle to cover up to here, to cover the word. So I'll say okay. Once it has created my rectangle like that and it has covered my word, I will come and see here. These are layers. These are what we call layers. So why rectangle has covered the word? It's because the rectangle is on top of the word. So you will have to come and click on the rectangle. I drop it down before the word, meaning that the word will be forced to go on top of the what? Of the rectangle. So you can select your rectangle to also make some small changes on it. When you select a rectangle, these properties appear. Maybe I want the corners to be, I want it to give it some slanting corners. You'll see the effect. I think you can look at how they are curving. I want them to curve like this. So you can, you see now if I try moving like this, one word moves, a rectangle remains. That is, let me press it back. But if I want these two things to move together, then I will be forced to come and select the word. That is a word. I press Ctrl on my keyboard, then also select the rectangle. I right click and I say link layers. You right click and you go to link layers. For example, now I can unlink because they are already linked. So if I want to move these two things, I just drag, it will move at once because I've already put it in link layers. Yeah. So if you want to change maybe the direction, you can change the direction. Maybe you want it to be like this, and you can also change the font of the word depending on anything you want to come up with, any design. So I don't know, I don't want to keep this recording too long. These are 13 minutes. It is something which is so long. Let me stop from here, then we shall meet in another class.